Here we go.
Beautiful day outside. And I think
Brought
we have
to us
some
by
great
the
things
White
to
House.
talk about. I'll start by discussing the Federal Reserve. As you know, it just happened minutes ago, but to me it makes me very happy. And I want to congratulate the Federal Reserve. For starters, they've lowered the Fed rate from what it was, which was 1 to 1.25, and it's been lowered down to 0 to 0.25.
It's about a
or
point
0.25.
and a quarter.
So it's
Down to
0
a quarter%
0.25.
interest for
That's a big difference. It's a quite a
T-bill
bit.
rates and stuff,
point.
yeah.
And in addition, very
down to
importantly,
zero
the
and
Federal Reserve
a
is
little further during the housing
They're
crisis.
going to be purchasing $500 billion of treasuries
Yeah.
and $200 billion of mortgage-backed securities, and
Well,
that number
putting
can
cash in the
increase.
system.
But they're going to start with that, and that's really good news. It's really great for our country. It's something that we're very happy. I have to say this. I'm very happy. And
It's
they
easing
did it
in.
one step. They didn't
Will
do
it
in
help
4
people with
steps
some cash?
over a long period of time.
Over
They
time,
did it in one step,
yes.
and I think
But
that people
what
in the
about
market should be
folks
very
that might not be working
thrilled,
for
and
2 weeks?
that brings
This
us
is
we're the strongest
this is
country
the
in the
big
world
concern.
by far, financially and every other
doing
way.
a 2-week state of
And that
emergency, and a lot of
brings us in
businesses
line
shut
with
down.
what other countries are.
Companies like Apple, they're helping folks out with
they
sick
actually have
pay.
negative
A lot
rates,
of
but
companies are, but
look, we got it down
not
to
not every company
potentially
has
zero.
several thousand
So
dollars in
that's a big
payroll on
step,
hand
and I'm very
to
happy
help
they
with
did
this.
it.
So I
And
know
you
Representative
will not hear anything bad about
Ocasio-Cortez
me
and
unless
Representative Gabbard
it's about
are
a month or two from
talking
now.
about an Andrew Yang kind of
So,
inspired
I
UBI bill
congratulate the
for a
Federal
short
Reserve.
period
I
of
think it's
time to
terrific.
maybe
It
help
just came
some
out
folks
just
out.
as we spoke. I wasn't going to mention Federal Reserve or
That's what
anything
happens.
else, but this came out as we were walking up. I want to
Hey,
thank
hold
the
on.
people at Google and Google Communications because, as you know, they substantiated what I said on Friday. The head of Google, who's a great gentleman, said
Google has
called
stepped up.
us and
They're
he
basically put together the
apologized. I don't
site
know where the
for
press got their fake news, but
deciding
they
whether
got
you
it
should kind of
someplace.
get
But
tested or
as
not.
you know,
Is it
this is from
perfect?
Google.
Probably
They put
not.
out a release, and
Cool.
you
I have to
guys
go
can
check
figure
that
it
out.
out yourselves and how that got out. And I'm sure you'll apologize, but it would be great if we could really give the news correctly. It would be so wonderful. I just had a phone call with very
She's
impressive people.
simply
the
asking
biggest
for accuracy rather
in the
than calling
world, in
people
the
fake
world of
news.
stores and groceries and all. And I'll give you the names. Dave Clark, Whole Foods. Mark Clow, CEO of Campbell Soup Company. Brian Cornell, CEO of Target.
President's giving shout outs and
Randy
stuff, and folks.
Edgar, Chairman and CEO.
I was at Target. They had
President
food
of
not that long ago.
Hy-Vee.
That's the big concern. Toilet
Jeff
tissue.
Hammering,
I
CEO
think that
of
viral
General
video
Mills,
caused a lot of folks
great
to
company.
kind of panic buy.
Kevin
And then all the
Burican,
pictures
President
of all
CEO
the
of Cisco.
missing toilet paper. People keep panic
Greg
buying.
Jelinek, CEO of Costco.
I don't know about you,
Todd
but
Jones, CEO of
we did
Publix
survive before without it.
Supermarkets.
I don't know. I've been camping before. Then again,
Danny
I am a
King.
dude, so
Tyson Foods,
I'm more concerned when there's
David
no food and
McLennan.
stuff on the shelves.
Chairman and CEO of Cargill.
Candy aisle and mac and
Rodney
cheese
McMullen,
aisles have been
CEO,
hit pretty
chairman
hard,
of
though. So
Kroger, big company. Doug McMillan, CEO of Walmart. He's been fantastic. Doug was here, as you know,
he was
on
part of the
Friday.
president's conference the other
And he
day.
watched the market go up
Oh, wait, I
2,000
still have things
points.
open.
On Friday, it went up 2,000, almost 2,000 points.
The
Todd
wonders of
Vasso,
technology.
CEO of Dollar General Corporation.
Oh,
And,
a lot of folks have been hit up the
Vivek
Dollar General.
Sankaran, President and CEO of Albertsons. So these are all phenomenal companies. These are great companies. We had a long conversation with them, and they're going to work 24 hours round the clock, keeping their stores stocked. I would like to say that people shouldn't go out and buy. We're going to all be great. We're going to be so good. We're going to do what's happened with the Fed is phenomenal news. What's happening with all of these incredible companies is phenomenal news.
It does help with
But
temporary
you don't have to
loans
buy
and
so much.
short-term
Take it easy.
things.
Just
And,
relax.
well,
People
the
are
federal
going in
government's
and
going to
they're
fund
buying more
$50
than-
billion of
I
stimulus. That's
remember, I guess
quite a-
during the conversation,
quite a bit of
Doug
short-term
of Walmart
stimulus.
said that they're buying more than they buy at Christmas. Relax. We're doing great.
well, that's the
But
thing,
it will
Mr.
pass.
President. A lot of folks, they're like, is everything going to be shut down?
folks,
Am I going to
that we
survive for
spoke
2
to,
weeks, a month, or something like
They've
that?
done a fantastic job. They're going to meet the needs of the public. They're going round the clock if they have to, and they're committed to
I know some bars in the area
communities
basically
where
said they're still going to be
serving and
open.
which they serve so beautifully. And have
Right
for
now,
a
it's
long
up to
time,
private
and
business.
They're buying a lot of
My
additional
concern
things
is
to sell.
there
but
have been
again,
some
they actually
counties
have
and
asked me to
districts
say,
where
"Could you buy a little
apparently,
bit less, please?"
they
thought
kind
I'd
of
never
more or
hear
less
that
have
from a
martial
retailer.
law or the ability
All of
to
them are
literally
working hand in
confiscate
hand
private
with
property,
the
and
federal
that's
government
that's
as
a
well as the state
concern
and
there.
local leaders to ensure food
The
and essentials
federal
are
government starts to
constantly
do that,
available.
then well,
And they'll do it. There's no shortages. We have no shortages other than
that's where
people
my
are
real
buying
concerns come in.
anywhere from 3 to 5 times what they would normally buy.
You got to avoid tyranny.
It's
Maybe
gonna
I'm
be
being a
there for
little
a long
unfair.
time. We're doing numbers, and there's a pent-up demand that's incredible. When this passes, when this goes through, you're going to see numbers. I predict. I guess I'm
That
allowed to
is
predict
probably a
just like
fair
Wall Street
assessment.
People are allowed to
'Cause
predict.
right
and they're
now, people are
pretty
scared.
much in agreement.
People
You're
are
gonna see there's a
scared.
pent-up
The
demand
enemy
like
of
a lot
financial
of
markets
people,
is
including me, haven't
uncertainty.
seen before.
It's literally part of
This
the
has to get
equation,
through.
from what I recall.
They know they're getting through the crisis and will require an all-of-America approach, and that's very important. They're committed to remaining open
I
during
am
this
not a
crisis, totally
financial
open. They have to stay
advisor,
open. Those
licensed
stores
or
have to stay
otherwise.
open. They supply our
I
country.
have a feeling that
Our supply
we're
chains
probably
in
going
America
to
are the most
see
powerful
1
in
month
the
knocked
world,
off
and they're all
of
working
universal
very hard. They're working
GDP
around
and or
the clock.
production, however you want to measure
And
it.
the stores are stocking up at a level that's beyond Christmas time.
It's about 8-9%.
It's great.
If you actually
it's very reassuring speaking
take
to these people.
2
They have it
points
totally in hand.
at the
no need
the
for
Dow
anybody
Jones market,
In the
29,000,
country to hoard
23,000.
essential food supplies.
Put that
They said to me,
23 to
"Could you please
29,
tell them, just
you
go
come
by,
up to
enjoy it,
just under
have a nice dinner,
90%,
relax,"
which
because there's plenty.
is
but
roughly around
you don't have
9-10%
to-
or so.
You don't have to buy the quantities because it's hard to refill the stores on a basis as rapid as they're refilling them. And we are using the full power of the federal government to defeat the coronavirus, and we will do whatever it takes, and we're doing
common goal.
I think, really, really well. A lot of good things are going to happen. I want to thank all of the people standing behind me. You know, these are phenomenal people. And
This is something
there's
now
some
that
of
is
them right over
affecting
here, but the
everybody.
people behind me
Everybody
have
has
been working
concerns because literally, well, you got
round the
kids.
clock,
Your
and
kids
they're
are out of
doing an
school.
incredible job.
Oh, you got a job. Your
We
job
see
is
what's
closing
happening.
down.
We see what's going on in
Oh,
other countries.
we're gonna watch some
looking,
sport.
at,
Yeah.
we're learning from
All the
watching
sports
other
seasons are
countries,
canceled.
frankly.
So it's like, what do we
It's a
do?
very contagious.
We're gonna talk about what's going on.
It's a
Continue,
very
Mr. President.
contagious virus. It's incredible, but it's something that we have tremendous control of. I think very important to young people, people of good health, and groups of people just are not strongly affected. Elderly people that are not well or not well in certain respects are really a dangerous group. We have to watch them. We have to protect them very much. We have to really watch over them and protect
Putting in
them because
emergency
they are
relations
very
for like
vulnerable.
nursing home visits and stuff.
And with that, if
because
it's okay, I'm
my
just going
stepbrother
to
went
go
back
and
to
make some
Seattle,
calls. I'm
and
talking
unfortunately they had
Federal
a
Reserve.
horrific
I think
case
it's a
there. and
tremendous thing that took place just now.
There were a number of
I'd be
deaths.
surprised on a Sunday. I don't know if that's ever happened on a Sunday before, but I would think there are a lot of people on Wall Street that are very happy, and I can tell you that I'm very happy. I didn't expect this, and I like being surprised. So our Vice President, who's doing an
I think
incredible job, is
we
going
all
to
like
take over.
surprise parties and
And
stuff.
I
but
will see you probably tomorrow. Thank you very much.
this question here,
Bars and restaurants closed.
that's another question. And we'll actually stop this just right here. Vice President Pence kind of goes into some other things. I watched a few minutes past this. If anyone wants to check it out, I think I can toss the link in the chat or add it on after. The big thing that VP Pence actually highlights here that I think is important is what the president was just kind of wrapping up on. It's kind of like, yes, will there be folks from all different demographics that unfortunately end up having complications? I mean, it's like disease don't care who you are, man. It's like that's Mother Nature. That's the thing. I don't really see any bias there. But that is also something that helps to unite us all at the same time. So you could say it's a common enemy. I mean, it's nature. This is the thing. This is the time when folks all across the world, within our communities, this, that, and the other thing, it's like, do we aggravate each other? Of course we do. But at the same time, I think this is when we kind of just need to look past a lot of the more petty issues and just really be able to try to focus on the big perspective here. And that's the thing. People literally think they might die. Some will. This we have to acknowledge. But what we can do is we can mitigate the risks. Because if there's one guarantee in life, that's that there's no guarantees. Whatever comes, we can prepare the best we can. The preparations we take, that's going to significantly help our chances to do better than we can. So that's all I really got on that. My big thing is just minimize your exposure to other folks. If you happen to cough or sneeze, try to, I don't know, do all those things that we were taught back in the day, cover up. And if you're showing symptoms and stuff, yeah, just try to stay away from other folks, just because go back to the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have do unto you. So, hey, thank you all for joining me. Peace out, everybody.